to the Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Olivia Alexa. She did a very good video, The Ugly Truth of Why Good Men Get Cheated On. She's a woman herself. She understands why women cheat on men. So let's see what they have to say. Please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate that. And let's get to that chow. It's chow time.
This is the ugly truth about why good men are being cheated on. It's a topic that's often ignored and swept under the rug because societal norms have conditioned and desensitized us to separate men from their emotions. But it's an extremely important issue to unpack. So here's the top 6 reasons why women cheat on good men. Number 1, fear of commitment. Some women have a fear of commitment even if they're with a good man. This fear of commitment can stem from a variety of sources, including a lack of experience with long-term relationships, a desire to maintain their independence, or a fear of being vulnerable with a man. If she has witnessed failed relationships amongst her friends and family, she can then internalize the feeling that
Can we use the who hurt you on them? You know, they always use these things on men when men don't want to commit. Oh, your fear of commitment. Oh, who hurt you? What relationship messed you up to where you can't? It's the same thing for you women. You know, like men see the same thing happening to you. This is why men have an issue when you have so many bodies. Because you're literally attached to each of those men somewhat.
commitment is risky and not worth the effort. This can lead to a belief that relationships are bound to fail, which can lead to a reluctance to invest time and energy into something that she feels is doomed from the start.
This is probably why there's a lot more situation shifts between men and women now. Women feel this way, men feel this way. Now they come together, they're just fearful of commitment together. Now they're just situation shifts all over the place. This is a big problem.
Despite being with a good man, women who have a fear of commitment tend to feel like that they're not ready to settle down because they're afraid of missing out on other life experiences. This fear of commitment can lead women to seek out other men, even if they're with a good man who treats them well. Number 2 is independence and autonomy. Some women cheat on good men as a way to assert their independence and autonomy. Women have been socialized to be caregivers and nurturers, and some may feel trapped and restricted in a relationship.
Oh, yeah, they do. I mean, most of them don't want to be slaves to the man, slaves to their husbands, because they don't want to do house chores or whatever it is. And I really don't understand why doing house chores and stuff makes you a slave, because you do those things yourself for your, every man and woman has to do it there for themselves unless they're a slob. So that doesn't make sense.
Where they're expected to operate within the confines of their proverbial gender role. This is one of the reasons why I'm so against the push for gender equalism. You have women now wanting to be classified with the same traits and preferences as men. For these types of women, cheating may provide a sense of freedom and autonomy that they feel that they can't experience within the confines of committed relationships. Number 3 is boredom. Boredom is a powerful force that can lead some women to cheat on good men, even if her man is good and loving.
See, this is a good topic of boredom. Even good women will get bored. So this is a red pill thing, right? So when we learn and hear about this boredom thing, us men have to do stuff and to do things to keep her from being bored. That's actually part of our job, right? In a relationship. Yes, you don't have to do crazy shit all the time, but you do have to put in a significant amount of effort so that she doesn't lose interest in things. And this is what women do. They will lose interest.
When relationships become routine and monotonous, the boredom can lead women to seek out excitement and thrill elsewhere.
Correct.
Even if a woman is in a good relationship with a good man, she may feel unfulfilled and unsatisfied in certain areas of her life. This can lead to the desire for excitement and stimulation, which she may seek out through cheating. Number 4 is emotional disconnection. Women need emotional connection to feel satisfied in a relationship. The emotional connection is fundamentally necessary for a woman to build a strong bond with a man.
I agree with this. I 100% agree with this. They have this special bond to be able to see themselves in the future for these men, right? And if as men, we can't build this bond emotionally with them, they're not going to see us as future partners. Even if there's money, status, or whatever involved, they have to feel a certain way, right? Not saying that men have to just go make all women feel good or whatever it is, but the women that you choose that you want to go further with, you will have to put significant more effort to build that emotional connection.
Even if a man is providing for his woman financially and physically, if he is not meeting her emotional needs, she will feel neglected and unfulfilled. This is why I tell men, do not make the mistake of thinking that you can buy a woman's loyalty. Sometimes even good men struggle to provide the emotional support and intimacy that women need.
I would 100% agree on this. This is where Red Pill doesn't talk too much about it. You know, emotional support is pretty big. You know, yes, men, sometimes we have to be emotional punching bags for these women, and that's just how it is, because these women need to vent a certain way, just like we need to vent a certain way. If we're their partners, it's just easier for them to vent to us than to other people, you know. And to be so upset about it as men when your girls are venting to you is not something to be upset about. I mean, they trust you and love you enough to vent to you. That's a big reason why they're venting to you. So they're just, again, we have to use some red pill stuff and some blue pill stuff, because not everything is so black and white that, you know, oh, you have to do this. And then the women's will, no, you do have to give or take for each other, right?
Because men and women have different love languages.
They do.
When there's a lack of emotional connection, it can lead women to seek it out elsewhere. Women who feel emotionally neglected by their man seek out someone else who can provide the emotional support that they crave. Number 5 is lack of self-esteem. A woman with low self-esteem may cheat as a way to boost her ego or to feel desired by someone else. She may not feel worthy of the love and affection her man offers and may seek validation from other men as a result. Women with low self-esteem usually cheat on good men as a way to validate their own self-worth and value. They want to feel desired and valued by multiple men, and cheating gives them a temporary sense of validation and self-gratification.
Sounds about right.
Women who struggle with self-esteem issues use cheating as a way to feel better about themselves, even if it's only temporary. Number 6.
This makes sense because the more bigger, non-so-attractive women are the loosest of women, because they sleep with most men, because they know that this is the only thing that they can offer to a lot of these men. So
6 is unresolved issues. Women who have unresolved issues such as past trauma and abuse are more likely to cheat on good men. Letting those past issues go unresolved can lead to feelings of emotional distress and instability, which can lead women to seek out comfort in someone else. Women who have experienced trauma and emotional neglect typically struggle with trust and intimacy in future relationships.
This is why men prefer younger women with less bodies and just less life experience. The longer a person's on the earth, the more trauma, the more baggage they get, just as she's describing here.
Women who have trauma from past relationships are more prone to cheat when something reminds them of or feels familiar and reminiscent of that past trauma, simply because it ignites the fight or flight response. At the end of the day, the issue of infidelity isn't a simple one.
Nope.
It's a complex and multifaceted topic that requires understanding and a genuine desire to create better, more fulfilling relationships. This is why I'm a huge advocate for therapy, because good people shouldn't have to suffer at the hands of broken ones. So until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
That she did a really good chow. I mean, very clean, concise, you know, explained everything very well. I think most men and women can digest that very well. I think this is so much more important for women to understand than it is for men, but it is very important for men, because I feel like what we do in the red pill space or in the manosphere space, we just say some of these things. We don't actually dig into the nitty gritty of, oh yeah, why does she get bored? This is just innate in women, that they get bored when things are too mundane, right? So I'm not saying that you have to go do crazy shit all the time. No, but you knowing that women get bored when things get too mundane, you plan trips, you plan whatever it is to counter that knowledge that you know. This is what Dr. Orion was talking about. We have to use the red pill knowledge, all this knowledge that we've accumulated to navigate our dating lives and our lives in general, because we see how everything is supposed to be, right? So please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate that. And you guys, I'll catch you guys I'll catch you guys next time. It's chow time.